today we are reading The Art Lesson by Tommy Decla. Tommy knew he wanted to be an artist when he grows up. He drew pictures everywhere he went. It was his favorite things to do. His friends had favorite things to do. Jack collected all kinds of turtles. Herbie made a huge city out of sandbox. And Ginny, Tommy's best friend, could do cartwheel and sit on their heads. But Tommy drew and drew and drew. Ginny, mourned. His twin cousins, who were already grown up, were in art school learning to be a real artist. They told him not to copy and to practice. So he did. Tommy put his picture up on the wall of half of his bedroom. His mom put them all around the house. His dad took them to the barber shop when he worked. Tom and Nana, Tommy's Irish grandfather and grandmother, had his picture in the grocery store. Nana Fall River, his Italian grandmother, put one in the special frame on the table next to the photograph of Aunt Chloe in a wedding dress. Once Tommy took a flashlight and a pencil under the covers and drew pictures on the sheet. But when his mom changed the sheet on Monday and found them, she said, "No more drawing on the sheets, Tommy." His mom and dad were having a new house built, so Tommy drew pictures of what it looked like when it was finished. When the walls were up, the carpenters gave Tommy a piece of bright blue chalk. Tommy took the chalk and drew beautiful pictures all along the unfinished walls. But when the painters came, his dad said, "That's it, Tommy, no more drawing on the walls." Tommy could not wait to go to kindergarten. His brother Joe told him there was a real art teacher who came to the school to give art lessons. "When we do our art lesson?" Tommy asked the kindergarten teacher. "Oh, you won't have an art lesson until next year," said Mrs. Bird. "But we're going to paint pictures tomorrow." It wasn't much fun. The paint was awful and the paper got wrinkly. Mr. Bird made the paint by pouring different colored powders into a different jars and mixing it with water. The paint didn't stick to the paper very well and it cracked. If it was windy when Tommy carried the pictures home, the paint blew right off the paper. "At least you get more than one piece of paper in kindergarten," his brother Joe said. "When the art teacher comes, you only get one piece." Tommy knew the art teacher came to school every other Wednesday. He could tell she wants to be artist. She wore a blue smock over her dress, and she always carried a big box of thick colored chalks. Once Tommy and Ginny looked around the drawings that were hung up in the hallway. They were done by the first graders. "Your pictures are much better," Jenny told Tommy. "Next year, when you have a real art lesson, you'll be the best one." Tommy can hardly wait. He's practiced all summer. Then, on his birthday, which was right after school begins, his mom and dad gave him a box of 64 Crayola crayons. Regular boxes of crayons have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, brown and black. This box has so many other colors: blue, violet, turquoise, red, orange, pink, and even gold, silver, and copper. Class, said Miss Landers, the first grade teacher next month, the art teacher will come to our room. So on Monday, instead of singing, we will practice using our crayons. On Monday, Tommy brought 64 crayons to school. Miss Lander was not pleased. Everyone must use the same crayons, she said. School crayons. School crayons had only the same old 8 colors. As Miss Landers passed them out to the class, she said, these crayons are school properly, so do not break them. Peel off the paper or wear down the points. How am I supposed to practice begin the art with school crayons? Tommy asked Jake and Herbie. That's enough, Tommy, Miss Lander said, and I want to take those birthday crayons home with you and leave them there. And Joe was right. They got only one piece of paper. Finally, the day after our lesson came, Tommy could hardly sleep that night. The next morning, he hid the box of 64 crayons under his sweater and went to school. He was ready. The classroom door opened and walked to the art teacher. Miss Linder said, Class, this is Mrs. Bowers, the art teacher. Pretty, Patty, who is our paper monitor this week. We'll give out one piece of paper each of you. And remember, don't ruin it because it was only piece you get. Now, pay attention to Mrs. Bowers. Class, Miss Bowers began, because Thanksgiving is not too far away, we'll learn to draw a pilgrim man. A pilgrim woman and a turkey. Watch carefully and copy me. Copy? Tommy knew that real artists didn't copy. This was terrible. This was supposed to be a real art lesson. He folded his arm and just sat there. Now, what's the matter? Miss Lander asked. Tommy looked past her and spoke to right Mr. Bowers. I'm going to an artist when I grow up, and my cousin told me that real artists don't copy. And besides, Miss Landers won't let me use my own 64 color crayons. Well, Miss Bowers said, what's going to do? She turned to Miss Landers and they whispered together. Miss Landers nodded. Now, Tommy, Miss Bowers said, it wouldn't be fair to let you something different from the rest of the class. But I have an idea. If you draw a pilgrim, man and woman, and the turkey, and if you have any time left, I give you another piece of paper. You can do your own picture with your own crayons. Can you do that? I'll try, Tommy said with a big smile. And he did. And he did. And he still does. Oh. And I guess that's the end of the art lesson. And that was pretty long, but I really hope you enjoyed it. And like and subscribe. Bye.